The United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
This is a regularly scheduled meeting of the Winona City Council. Votes will be conducted on a voice call rather than roll call unless requested by member. This evening, I've got a couple things to announce. Number one, item 3.4, the annexation request has been pulled from tonight's agenda. And then also, we are honored tonight to have the recipients of the Fine Arts Commission Awards for this year. The chair for the Fine Arts Commission, Carrie Fredericks, will give us a brief presentation. Each one of the winners, please come up and I'll have a plaque available for you.
Mayor and Council, thank you so much for giving us a little time here this evening. We're glad to be here. So first I'll start with the awards that we have given this year. So the 2021 Fine Arts Commission award winners have been selected. The Winona Fine Arts Commission is pleased to announce that the winners of the 2021 Fine Arts Commission Awards are Mike Munson, Engage Winona, and the Winona Little Warriors Drumline. So I won't read their entire bios, but as I start reading your bio, if you wouldn't mind coming up and meeting Mayor Sherman up here to receive your award. So first we have Mike Munson. Having established himself as an adept slide guitar player, Mike Munson is steeped in the country blues tradition. His original works weave together dark lyrics, impossibly fast-paced finger-picking and grinding rhythms. The Midwest and Winona are his home, but the Mississippi Delta has been his training ground. Engage Winona. We have Engage Winona's Executive Director, Marcia. Engage Winona drives equitable civic action and social change by working to ensure everyone has access, voice, and power in community planning, decision-making, and change-making. Winona Little Warriors Drumline. Winona Little Warriors Drumline are a group of young musicians ages 7 to 16 that formed a drumline group to perform all kinds of Winona events, as well as throughout the region. Started by Andra and Tara Bailey. With no equipment, just a desire to make positive contribution to the lives of the musicians and a goal to one day perform in the Winona Steamboat Days Parade. We'll move on to our grants that we awarded this year. The Winona Fine Arts Commission Grants Program has awarded 7 grants during this continued time of great need to local artists and arts organizations. The FAC placed a call for submissions for $500 grants intended to assist creatives and arts organizations in continuing their practice and operations impacted by the coronavirus pandemic. After discussing each of the very strong submissions, the commission is pleased to announce the following winners. We have it broken up into 2 different categories. So individual artists, first we have Robert Armstrong. Entrepreneur and puppet master has redefined entertainment. From his humble beginnings as a street performer in New Orleans to the grand stages of many Midwest music festivals, Dr. Bob has been spreading smiles across the nation. And again, we have Mike Munson. I won't read his bio again. And our last individual artist is Joy Davis Ripley. Yay. She is. Her journey as an artist, photographer, and writer began with the concept of, I don't know how to pronounce this word, Joy, astroneme. As a guiding principle, she used this artistic technique of defamiliarization to return a sense of wonder to the world around her. And for our organizations, first we have Art Farm. Art Firm's mission is to build a vibrant community of artists and neighbors working in collaboration to improve their city and surrounding region. Next, we have Our Voices and Lashara Morgan. Lashara couldn't be here tonight, but I will read her bio a little bit. Lashara Morgan is known by many as Keisha or Miss Keisha. She is a mother of 4 and a longtime resident of Winona, Minnesota. She is originally from Chicago, Illinois, but having lived in Winona for 25 plus years. She went to high school here in Winona for the first 3 years, but graduated from Red Wing. She's the founder of Our Voices, which is a group that she started 4 years ago for Black and Brown students in the WAPS district and other surrounding areas. Next, we have the Polish Cultural Institute. Known as the Polish Museum, was founded and organized in 1976. It reflects the Polish heritage that was integral to the settling and building of the Winona area. Its purpose is the collection and maintenance of incredible artifacts, cherished photos, family histories, and other one-of-a-kind treasures. Throughout its over 40 years, they have educated and entertained not only the people of Winona, but the United States and many other countries. And finally, we have the Winona Arts Center. The WAC was established in 1956 by 7 Winona women and is one of the oldest established arts groups in the area. The WAC provides a venue for creative performances, exhibits, and educational experiences in the arts. Thank you, Mayor and Council. And again, I'd just like to say the Fine Arts Commission really enjoys being able to do this for our community every year. And we thank you for your support.
Thank you, Sherry. All the winners will ask that you step outside and you can take a photo. Thank you so much for everything you've done for our community this year. We appreciate it. I will now ask, we'll start with city manager comments.
Mayor and Council, a couple announcements tonight. Citywide alternate side parking is in effect from November 15th through March 15th. Please remember to park your vehicle on the correct side of the street each night. You can review the alternate side parking rules and sign up for tag and tow notifications on the City of Winona website. Simply scroll down to the news section on the homepage to learn more. So that's www.cityofwinona.com. The city does post regular news updates on the website. In addition to the tag and tow notifications, you can sign up for general news notifications to be sent to you by email or text. Earlier this week, the mayor was asked where fines go for alternate side parking. They do go into the general fund. Obviously, the general fund helps support street department and police department. Earlier tonight, I passed out to all the council members the 2020 census population and household counts. So you have that in front of you. That was a request by a council member, so you all have that same information. I will note that the Community Development Department is reviewing the numbers of the census data. Obviously, due to COVID and with students either on the university campus or at home, we're reviewing to make sure that those counts are correct. I don't have any other further comments, Mayor.
Very good. Thank you, Chad. I will now ask the city clerk to take roll call.
Mayor Sherman,
Here.
Councilman Young,
Here.
Mueller,
Here.
Alexander,
Here.
Iden, here, Borzakowski,
Here.
Rapinski.
Here.
Under the petitions, requests, and communications, item 3.1 is the reappointment to the athletic board of Mike Velker.
So moved. Second.
We have a motion from Michelle, a second from Eileen. Any comments? Go ahead, George.
I know Mike has been a longtime member of this board and he does a very, very good job when called upon. So, and the whole board is very, very good. So.
Excellent. Thanks, George. Any other comments or discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
Item 3.2 is the request for a premises permit for Cotter Schools.
So moved. Second.
We have a motion from Michelle, second from Eileen. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
Item 3.3 is a request by the Women in Business to hold a 5K on February 12th.
So moved. Second.
Motion from Michelle, second from Eileen. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
Item 3.4 was withdrawn from the agenda. So moving on to new business. Item 5.1 is the agreement with Borkowski Towing for the Police Department.
I make a motion to authorize the mayor and city clerk to execute the agreement. Second.
Motion from Michelle, second from Eileen. Any discussion? Yes, sir, George.
Yes, my yearly announcement. Plus with the next item as well too. That is Borkowski Towing. I am Borzakowski. That is not me or none of my family. I have no interest in it whatsoever. So, and I make that announcement yearly.
But they can still call you.
They can still call me. Yes.
All righty, thank you, George. Any other comments or discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
Item 5.2 is the agreement with Borkowski Towing for the Inspections Department.
I make a motion to authorize the mayor and city clerk to execute the agreement. Second.
Motion by Michelle, second from Eileen. Any discussion? Other than pronunciation of the name? No?
You did very good on that one.
Yes, she did. Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
Item 5.3 is the MnDOT permanent and temporary easement for the acquisition for the Mankato Avenue project.
I make a motion to approve the attached agreement and authorize the mayor and city clerk to sign both. Second.
Motion from Michelle, second from Eileen. Any discussion? Any questions? No? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
Item 5.4 is the Chapter 67 Municipal Storm Sewer System Code Edit.
Make a motion to introduce the attached ordinance. Second.
We have a motion from Michelle, second from Eileen. Any discussion? Go ahead, George.
Yeah, could Brian just touch on this a little bit, what we're all doing here?
Mayor and council, this is more or less a bookkeeping thing. A few years back, they changed the M2 zoning to I2 and M1 to I1. It's just getting this updated.
Okay.
Brian, will that actually change the fee schedule?
No,
Okay.
it's just-
It's just M to I or I to M. Okay. Very good. Thank you. Any other comments or discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
Item 5.5 is the noxious weed and invasive plant grant.
Make a motion to authorize staff to submit the grant application. Second.
Motion from Michelle, second from Eileen. Any discussion? I just want to say, oh, I'm sorry.
No, that's okay.
Michelle, please go ahead.
When you're done killing noxious weeds there, I have some up by my house. You come on over. We'll go out and kill some weeds together. This is great.
John, I just wanted to, I got to experience some of this firsthand a few weeks ago underneath the ice park there and got to see how much work actually goes into it. John and I were actually picking individual berries that had fallen during the cutting to make sure that they were not getting back into the soil again. So it isn't a super easy process. It's not just cutting stuff down and walking away. But I do, again, I want to thank you, John, for bringing another grant to the council. So thank you again very much for that. Does anyone have any questions? Go ahead.
I just had a comment to say thanks, John, for finding a grant for this. I feel like you're always finding grants for us to take care of issues like invasive plants or, issues in the lake. And I think it's fantastic. So thank you.
Any other discussion? Very good. Thanks, John. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
Item 5.6 is the National Opioid Settlement Participation.
Make a motion to adopt the attached resolution.
Second.
We have a motion from Michelle, a second from Eileen. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
Item 5.7 is the agreement between the city and Anthem Skate Shop.
Make a motion to authorize the city manager and clerk to execute the agreement.
Second.
Motion from Michelle, second from Eileen. Any discussion or questions? Hearing, oh, go ahead, Eileen.
I just wanted to see if Zach has anything he wants to mention about this since you're here. Great, thanks.
Yeah, you've been doing a great job over there. So keep it up. Thank you very much. Okay, any other discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
And item 5.8 is the agreement between the city. Oh, excuse me, it's the Ice Park Agreement for Use of Land.
Make a motion to direct the mayor and city clerk to execute the agreement.
Second.
Motion from Michelle, second from Eileen. Any discussion? Go ahead, Michelle.
I just want to thank Dr. and Deb Birdsall for agreeing to allow this to occur across their property. I think over the years, they've been very easy to work with, and it's nice when you can come together with a property owner and create something as magical as this ice park. So thank you to the Birdsalls.
Thank you, Michelle. Go ahead, Eileen.
I just want to echo those thanks and also say, I heard that this year we might have the second largest, I know this is ice park, but I'm wondering about does our ice climbing wall, right? Include in this? I heard we might have the second largest one in the country.
That is probably true after this addition this year, yes.
That's awesome. So second largest ice wall in the country.
It is
Fantastic
becoming
achievement.
a regional destination. Absolutely.
Using our powers of cold for good.
Yes, yes. Any other discussion or questions? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
Item 7.1 is council concerns.
We'll start with Councilmember Borzakowski.
Thank you, Mayor. Chad, did you say earlier that for 2,500 is going to stay in that rail commission?
Mayor and council, that's correct. We're recommending that we add 2,500 back into the budget for support of the rail commission.
Okay, because I know I have had people contact me on that, and I'm glad to see, that we're going to be staying in that. And also, I have received a few postcards and things, and maybe the rest of you members on council may have received these as well too. But talking about that as the city, as we go forth with to address climate issues, that we include a electric charging station, which I believe we have talked about that in the past, and we may be trying to go forward with some of that. And also that when we have developments and things, that we look at the parking lots to see that we have the best possible surface for water runoff and things. I know there's things that can be done and not be done, whatever. But I have received, I say 3 or 4 cards on these two issues. And then also, I believe we're all receiving it again as well too on the jail. It's a county issue. The County Board of Commissioners take care of the jail. This city council does not. So thank you.
Thanks for the reminders, George. Councilmember Alexander.
So I have two things. The first one is normally I would go ahead and remind people about alternate side parking, but it bears saying again, park on the correct side of the street tonight. The other thing is I heard through the grapevine, Tim Briza is very good friends with Santa Claus. And he had a recent phone call with him, and he is coming to Winona on December 11th down to our levee to meet kids from 12 to 3. He's going to make this very special stop before he becomes too busy. So make sure you come on down. I think he'll accept larger children as well. Maybe college kids want to come down and say hello. There'll be mulled wine and wassail and hot chocolate and all kinds of things down there when you come to meet Santa.
Are we giving the kids wine?
No, they get the wassail.
Okay.
The adults get the wine. It's benefit for both, really. That's all I have.
Very good. Thank you. Councilmember Iden.
Nothing tonight, thank you.
Very good. Thank you, Pam. Councilmember Mueller.
No, thank you. Nothing for me.
Okay. Councilmember Young.
I toured the wastewater treatment plant last week. It was cool. I really enjoyed it. I would recommend at some point if you have the time and the interest to go down and see what happens. I call them the unsung heroes of Winona, keeping us safe and not sick. I looked through the microscope and saw bad bugs and good bugs, and just the mystery of what goes on there was was revealed. I found it very interesting. So I want to thank Paul and his team for doing what they do. Super important work, and got the tour, got the t-shirt. So
Very good. Thank you, Steve. Councilmember Rupinsky.
Not much, Mayor. Just want to say a special shout out and thank you to the street department for all they've been doing with filling potholes, sweeping the leaves and continually being busy and doing a heck of a good job. So thank you very much to our street department.
Absolutely. Thank you, Aaron.
And moving on to the consent agenda, there are 3 items. The approval of the minutes from November 1st and 2 ordinances, one to designate King as a through street and the second to designate Howard as a through street.
Move approval?
Second.
Motion by Michelle, second from Eileen. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes.
The time being 6:51 and there being no further business to come before this council this evening, I move we adjourn.
I will second that.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Meeting adjourned. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.